Welcome back, everyone, to some more mining. We are back to a regular scheduled programming of digging a hole. It's definitely growing a little bit. I mean, we still have a long ways to go, but I'm thinking that it's going to be noon the next day when we actually go see what's residing in this hole. I'm not even really particularly have been watching to see what all everything is. I'm more or less just literally digging. You know, the truck's a little far away. Actually, that's all right because I'm a little close on that side. So let's actually move a little bit here. And yeah, some of these spots are about close to 2,000 ounces a hole. I know a lot of people are going, well, you know, Nighthawk is where it's at and everything else, but I almost want to try and play with the Waterfall Valley just to see if I can actually do it a little better, because I have been looking at a few of the forums, and depending on how you get down and whatnot with it, you can actually do quite a bit. And yeah, some areas are 20 meters deep and things like that. But there's been a few people that say basically build shelves, and it's not so bad when you do it like that. So hey, I'm actually willing to try it, especially for the amount of gold you can get out. We are making progress, so the possibilities are there that we could actually potentially do that fairly soon. I mean, when you're looking at the gold right now, clearly we have about 2 million currently. The buy waterfall is 10, but depending on this cleanup, what we do the next noon. We might be there pretty quickly and easily, because I'm already sitting at 15%. And there was one other thing I did. I'm not hemorrhaging the water supply as I once did, and I actually have a generator, or not generator. I have a big generator running anyways, but because it's right here and it's not summertime and it's not drained out, I'm actually saving a little bit of cost by having a water pump just pumping directly from there into there. It helps. I'm not draining the water quite as bad, which then ultimately means I'm also not spending as much money on water. And then we can maybe think about doing the rest of it. And yeah, I took a bit more than I should have there, but it was telling me there's 50-60 ounces right through here, so why not? Well, I can actually dig down into this corner better anyways, so it works out the end. I'm not entirely sure that there's as much gold here as it actually tells me. It's saying on average that there's like 1,800 ounces a square, but in theory this is going to be one hell of a clean out. Actually the largest one that I have ever done. But we shall see. We're not going to know until we dig it out and discover it. And again, the goal for this season, of course, is 50,000 ounces. We did pretty much that last season, so in theory, we should be able to get pretty close to that. We're sitting at 16,000 right now, and about 94th, I think it said. But that's going to change rapidly tonight. And getting about 12 noon, it's 6 p.m. right now. And 12 noon, we should be probably pretty close to 40% on the mat, so It's definitely going to be the largest cleanup we've ever done. And I know I don't technically need to do the magnetite at this point. Everything's fully upgraded. But if it means getting our enormous claim up and running, we might just do it. I'll work backwards here as it is. Diggy, diggy, diggy. I know, game. I'm digging hard ground. It's kind of obvious, don't you think? And yeah, I'll look here quickly. I think I was about 94th or 95th again. But if we do that cleanup, like I say, then yeah, we should be. I want to say we should be around that 8,000 to 10,000 cleanup mark tonight. There appears to be somebody choking in the background. I might have to give mouth to mouth pretty soon. Or not, that just made the problem worse. I think she's gonna live. Yep, she gave me a thumbs up. She's living. I think it came close though. Now, always that moment when you decide to breathe the liquid instead of, drinking it. We've all done it. It's so bad the one time I had beer coming out of my nose. So, if you notice, there's 9 squares there. Those are the ones that are as easily accessible. I haven't really thought about doing the other ones yet. And case in point, if you actually look at the gold map here, we're doing all of this. There's obviously nothing left in that one. That one's still 13. There's not much left in that one. 980, 18, 1969, 1900. So we got ways to go here. This is also really good, but there's a lot of overburden. There's tons of overburden. If I can get away with not having to do the overburden too much. And yes, I know, I'm aware waterfowl has the same issues, except on a greater scale. And yes, I know the cat is slower and everything else. But we might, now that I know kind of a rough idea how to do the digging down type thing, that we could get a truck down there and dig deeper, we might just do that. Yeah, I guess that cube that I just had here really didn't have anything left. Kind of moved all the dirt. There we go. So yeah, it'll be interesting to find out how much we actually have cleared out. Since the last stream, I've done probably another 3 squares that pretty close to 1,500 a pop, so there is definitely some gold on these mats currently. Am I curious? Yes. Are we going to dip in and look to see what it's like now? No. We're going to go for a large number tonight. already sitting at 17. That might be 18. We still got basically 4.5 hours to midnight, and then, well, 12 hours beyond that. So yeah, I have a bit. I have no idea how much actual ground I've done. A fair bit. But yeah, we're physically not using Franks at all this season. I know a lot of people are going, well, you know, you can still do about like 3,000 to 4,000 yards a night. Well, I can do that currently without them. Now, is it cool watching the Franks work? Yeah, it is. But it's also a bit more of a challenge too that we're not using them. But it's just the thing of, if I don't need them, it's kind of a moot point in having them at that point. There we go. Pretty much got another square done. I think I might come back to this side again, and that way I can sort of clean up as I go. I mean, we've been averaging about 25 to 26% cleanups right now. It's definitely going to be a lot more. It'd be kind of cool if we actually did a 50% on the mats. And I did actually hire another guy, an overseer, which is just supposed to help against bear attacks and everything else, which I think actually does. Let's move this guy ahead just about there, because I'll move the track go back down. Yeah, sprinkle all that good gold. Alright, I'll come back down to this side. And yep, the little bit that was there, I completely missed the truck. Smooth. That's awesome. There's 31. Oops, kind of overshot that one. And yeah, I kind of need to get down so I can start again on this one. There is good gold on Nighthawk, don't get me wrong. We definitely know there's decent amount of gold here. More than what Pine Valley is, but we're chewing through the good stuff really quickly. Like, once I get that area done, this one doesn't have the big numbers, but 600-700. I might not even do it. If we get, say, 14, 15 million out of that hole there. We might just move. $8.30 at night, and we've got 19%. I did have one, as you can tell, the 6.1 ounce that's there. That was one nugget. So we are still getting nuggets, just few and far between. And again, the largest one I've ever gotten in the game was about an 18 ounce. That was probably season 4. Maybe. Oh, yeah, it's raining again. That's why I can't see balls. It's saying it's sunny, but yet it's raining. This game perpetually always rains. It's not the rains down in Africa, it's the rains down in Alaska. There we go. Clean up all that good stuff. Not so much that tile, but that one. I mean, in some ways, the Franks doing the other method would be better, but I think, I mean, there is a place for the trucks too. They tend to do a bit better job in logistics and stuff. Not want to be so close with that truck on the next one. Not sure why that square is all bright. Oh, look at that. We did crack 20% on the mats. I have moved a ton of frickin' dirt. What's the most I've moved with the truck? That's a good question. I think the maximum I've ever moved with it was about 4,500 yards in a single night. I mean, I was... Okay, apparently I can't get in there now. I was really moving that night, though. I'm not sure if I can do that again or not, but... I guess the possibility's there. I'm not sure how much we did this night yet. The night before we averaged about 3,000, which wasn't bad. That's how we found out that we were actually averaging way more than the ounce per yard that we were set ourselves at. And so long as I can keep that average up, I'm not doing too bad. But that's why I say if the mats are showing 40-50% concentrate, for the mats amount, and the last one was over 4,000 ounces, I could see this cleanup being 8 to 10. And yeah, 10,000 would definitely move us up a bit. And again, if it was more than that, I'd be even happier. So leaderboards currently, I'm 96th at 16,000. But if we got 10, that'd push us to 26 to 27. Oh, down here. 26, 27 is about 77th place. So, kind of the big thing with the stream tonight is just to try to dig as much as possible, see if we can get close to finishing that, and then see where we might end up. We know that Waterfall is a solid $10 million. Probably it's closer to 11 million total investment. There we go. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get back in there again. Alright, am I? There we go. For the most part, I'm just trying to dig down in this little corner here, and then we can basically finish this one. Am I getting right down to the bottom? No. We know I can't. Well, I'm thinking too, depending how steep it is on one of these points, like if Waterfall had some kind of area that was even like that part back there where I could drive down and in, yeah, I could definitely build a road down in then. I've done that before, and it actually works. Never tried it on Waterfall, of course, but I have done it on both Rivertown and Pine Valley, actually. Never done it on Nighthawk, but I mean, I guess it could. Okay, there's the truckload. I mean, I'm still happy with everything with Pine Valley. We did get enough to buy Nighthawk, so well, actually we had enough to buy Pine Valley too, which meant we didn't have to pay the 40% royalties. %. 10 o'clock and 21%. That's going to be a cleanup and a half. Okay, that is actually easier just to keep doing it that way. I'd have to say I'm just about done 2 more claims. Okie dokie, digging down. There we go. All of a sudden the square dissipated. Did actually get closer to the bottom on that one. Oh, there's 22 now. That's actually way quicker than getting out all the time. Alright, so if I clean up that guy next, get rid of another 2 claims off the edge. There we go. Jam those keys. Well, that's the tallest part of that whole piece, so the rest of them should be a bit narrower. There we go. Let's take a look after this scoop. I think we pretty much got this line done. So this one's got 230, 900. That one doesn't have 238 though. I bet it's just right along this edge. Then 970, 18, 1936. So we've already taken some off. That was 1969 before. 1800 and 530. This next line is the wealthy belt, which, depending on 12 o'clock for the next day, we might actually have a good chunk there sitting on mats. Let's park him there. Oh yeah, I bet I know where most of that is. Actually, what I'm gonna have to do is Slightly cock the track all around. It appears just to be mostly in that little corner there. That would be the problem child. There we go. I would have to say we've probably got most of her now. Try for one more scoop up in the corner here. That might be exactly it. It might just be that little piece in the corner. Well, 11:35 at night. Got 23, maybe 24% going to be on the mats by the end of the night. I noticed there was just one last chunk of dirt that floated down as it backed in. Alright, about 12 more hours in game to chew through that, and away we go. We get to find out what magic we've done. Alright. I'll park it there. Now I want to try to dig this chunk out too. I know there's nowhere near the amount in it, but if I want to get down towards the really good stuff, I'm going to have to dig this part out too. I mean, there's still 500 ounces in here, so we should make a pretty good penny here. There's midnight. Well, we didn't do that bad. We processed 3,600 yards of dirt, made 4,600 ounces of gold. My machinery is still 200,000. Despite buying about 200,000 worth of equipment. Oh, yeah, that's 24% on the mat. It's not taking very long to get down on this piece. You should be able to start in that next corner pretty quick. More or less, I'm just digging this one out so I can get at the next piece. So yeah, we still average 3,600 yards moved in a single night. Oh, what am I doing? I gotta do it like this so I can get back in the bloody thing. Feel the track is coming down closer towards everything again. You're gonna have to move over a bit. There we go. This, the one that I'm just starting to tag into, that was the 1969 one. I'm gonna have to fill up full of fuel again. Alright, this truckload might get us to 26%. I think we're going to be around 40% on the cleanup. So currently, still says 238, but it isn't. That one's down to 148 already. 1795, 16, still 18. But 16 and 18. Come on, get out of the truck. There we go. Must all be in that one corner that I can't reach. Alright, here we go. And I'm not really digging from the top down, I'm actually digging from the side in. So if there was anything left out of those two pieces, We'll probably get him out at this point. Should be able to, should be able to. I'm still liking this. This is going to be a huge cleanup. Good thing I have a wall of pails because I think I'm going to need it in this one. There we go. That was the piece I need to get out of there. There's 36%. I tell you, this new Traco has made a world of difference. I mean, the big guy, the other big one, Minotaur, it was pretty good. But she didn't move dirt like this thing does. But that one piece doesn't say 238 anymore. But these don't even show what it was anymore. What are we sitting at? This one's still 148, 1715, 803. I've taken almost 1,000 out of that one. Time to back up some more. %. Definitely not this season. This season I've never done a 30% cleanup. Or a 40. It might be pretty close to doing a 40%. Back up some more here. There's 90%. That should be my 100% truckload. And it is. And 28% on the mats on that deck. Oh, I'm getting excited to find out how much is there. Because again, you look at this. We're down to 898 on that one, 789 on that one. These ones still up a bit. Then back here, these two have more. These ones not as much. You know, for two plots that said they were close to 2,000 ounces, it didn't take us very long to mine them out. I'll have to switch to the other side here soon. There we go. I think I'll do one more truckload out of that side and then I'll switch it over. Take out those other two 1,800 pieces. Okay. Apparently the truck will not turn. There we go. Just a minor glitch. There's definitely not 500,000 ounces sitting in this. I could see a good 50,000. There's 37 of another truckload. So we got about 500 out of that one, 500 out of that one. And we got about 27 out of these two sitting here. And the reason why I didn't do this other one is that it's actually, even though it shows good, it's 140 ounces total gold. Well, for how deep it is, it's not worth trying to get. But yeah, we'll move the Draco back. Unless I clean it. Well, I can clean out these two squares yet. Real quick, and then I can move. Let's just do that. There's about 1,000 ounces left between the two. Just back up and clean out the rest of them, and then I'll move over. I think, however, I'm going to put some more fuel in this thing. Draco's still good for a little while. I wish they had a fuel truck, not just the wagon. We're almost sitting at 30% sitting on the mats, so it should be at least 40% by noon. Alright, let's switch back over to the monster. See, he's still got a little over half a tank, so we can still do quite a bit of digging yet. Yeah, let's back up. Let's basically just finish off this square right here. If there's 100 left, whoop-de-doo, we can deal with it. But if there's 500 ounces sitting here, no, we definitely should take it. It's a good section. We're not going to waste it. I do believe I decided to become a sky captain. Oh yeah, this truckload will make it crack 30. Okay. I know it's a pre-made form, but kind of nice if that wasn't in the middle. Probably still got 2 or 3 truckloads out of here. let's just clean this corner. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Doink. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. I missed some of it, but that's alright. Can I get into the... There we go. Probably one more truckload out of there. And then we should be on the other side. I can't imagine there's actually that much left in there. Oh, maybe a little bit in this corner. There we go. I'll finish this square basically, and then I'll find out what's left in it. I think we basically only have one more truckload to take out of it, and then we should be, like I said, if there's about 100 ounces, whoop-de-doo. Considering there was 1,969 out of there when we started. It's almost 2,000 ounces a whole. $31, this will be $32. Oh, don't fall in there again. Come on, you can do it. Or just automatically fill the bucket. Okay. Whatever. A couple more buckets left in there than you think. Alright, let's take a little gander at this. The corner emptied, so 315 left, 530. Bet it's all right about here. So we probably still have another truckload that we can take out. Really? Apparently I can't get into it. Not wanting me to get in. Yeah, 32% is not bad. Well, that's definitely one of the big squares basically done. That's why I say we're running out of ground quickly in Nighthawk, and I don't really feel like stripping the entire claim just to get at the other stuff. Looks like I'm getting close to working on that one. That piece might be the culprit. Like I said, if it's 100, I'm not too worried about it. If it's 315, problem. 223, yeah, we're getting it down. I actually don't think that was the spot that I was wanting. Well, that, on the other hand, would be nice and good gold. Gold map, 155, we can take it off. Oh, I'm doing first-hand investigation down here. Alright, we'll work on cleaning up that other one a bit, and then it'll be done. Limited time offer, big power generators, 23% off. That figures, I paid full price for the other one. So that was 32% for the last two truckloads, so this should make it 33. Oh, there we go. Now we only have about 500 ounces left in this one. Those ones are way shallower, so it's not going to take much to drain them. I think I can turn those off. Can't get into the damn thing again. I think I could probably move the truck over to the other side. Yep, 33. What we're doing is we're pushing it to see the best gold weight that we probably have seen yet this season. It's definitely going to push the envelope. I'm going to park about there, I think. So this outside one has about 1,018, about 528 left in it. Get out. There we go. I'm going to move this guy. I think that'd be about right. Yeah, pretty close. This is the 1800 square. Definitely won't be 1800 ounces left when this truck loads out of it. Yeah, I can also catch this 500 ounce one, but way better too. Yeah, it's not going to take long to fill that one. Actually, what I'm going to do is let's grab the pickup truck here. Well, I'm going to haul that one out. I might as well. Oh yeah, I never sold the big giant box of gold. It's in the box of my truck. So yeah, that's probably got a couple million in it. I was wondering, going, I must not have sold it, or if I did, I sure spent a lot of it. It's just all sitting there. So yeah, while I truck this guy out, I'll fill up the big giant traco here a bit. One big tank of this should go a long way. Yeah, I'm getting a bummed wheel, guessing by the what the overseer says. 34% mats. That should get me over 35. Like I said, that other square was the one that had the absolute most for depth. This stuff doesn't have that deep. Alright, just because I got to get going on it. Alright, big guy. Guy's mostly fueled up. Well, a good percentage of them is fueled up anyways. We can mine till all heart's content again for a little while. The message was that it was fuel tank's been filled. There we go. There's the first part of the 900 in the truck. So even if those are 1500 ounce plots, if we did 4 of them, that's 6,000 ounces right there. I know we've done more. So no less than 6 we should be seeing. Yep, some of those mats, you say 35. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's not 1800 in that last one anymore. Pretty sure there's not 900 sitting in this one. Let's quickly take a look. This one's down to 371, 16, and 7. So yeah, we've taken out a good chunk. Imagine if each one of these truckloads has 100 ounces in it. Yeah, park that guy there. Still digging out dirt on the last one. There we go, another truck. And that one didn't change. That one's down to 16. That one's down to 377. So yeah, all of a sudden, yeah, that's that 900 ounce one is just took close to 600 out of it in 2 truckloads. We're up to 36% on the mats. 4 hours left before where we wanted to be, so yeah, we will have a solid 40% clean out. Yeah, let's park it there. Let's just dunk her in right there. And come straight across. Kind of forgot there was actually ground there. Alright, back to the truck. Alright, that hole's pretty much cleared out. Then all I have to do is work my backwards into that 1700. It was about 1900 when I started. Doop. And of course I get the bucket stuck, so that's not good. Oh, we're getting close. Boing. Alright, I think I can basically turn that one off. Actually, it's kind of impressive when you think about tonight alone. I've almost got that square completely done. 37, so this will make it up to 38. Super curious to know what's on those mats. Am I still in 96 after all tonight? Yep. Oh look, Tony Beats is ahead of me. I'd laugh if it was the real Tony. I was sadly disappointed when all of a sudden I do a cleanup. And I really should sell my gold and see where we sit. Because that'll really kind of dictate what we do next. Alright. Back to digging. Now that I got that piece cleared out, now I can just focus on digging that piece. Can't imagine there's that much left in that one. Gold map. Nope, that one's pretty much done. Down to 15 out of that one. There's 38%. Oh crap. Get out of the truck. I need to shut the damn thing down. Oh, I guess I could run the pump though. Let's just unplug this for now. That was going up. There, it broke a spring. Figures. That's the one thing that always is detrimental is breakdowns. Let's take a look at the workers too. Oh, he is so close to being upgraded. Yep, decreases bear attacks and everything else. Yeah, he does a good job. Alright, equipment store. Parts, we're looking for spring. Reinforced wash plant spring. Unless there's another one down here. Mini drill, wash plant hose, hydraulic hose. Gold nugget here. That's Glacier Creek. Oh, there's reinforced wash plant. I can afford the reinforced, so might as well just go with the reinforced. Wonder which one broke. Probably the one that's missing. Right. Well, it helps. It doesn't make it go down quite as quick. Alright, let's turn everything on. It was a quick breakdown. We managed to get it fixed real quick. It wasn't so bad. No, get back in. I don't think there's near as much gold in there now. So I'm gonna turn myself back up just a touch. For whatever reason, it doesn't feel like you swing as much then. This should be pretty close to a truckload. Yep, it is. So a spot that was 1,800, we're down to 14 and 375. That one's only at 200. I would say probably I will do another 2 truckloads and then we'll do the massive cleanup. And this is the 1 truckload. We'll do 1 more just to see. Now whether or not I can stop is another matter. Could be that corner too that still has a bit in it. Alright, let's see. Okay. 14. It still says 1,300 somewhere in there, but there really isn't much. So basically next time we'll do this little cleanup. I'll take this out too. Then we'll see from there where all we sit. We might seriously want to think about moving out to Waterfall. So they should be all sitting at 40%. I also can't tell if there's gold in it or not. Every once in a while you'll see a sparkle go across. There we go, 40%. Oh yeah, it's got quite a ways to go here. Also steal the pails out of the truck because we might need them. I'll also just bring the truck down there. And that's basically all ready. there's something blocking the door again on that. I was going to put the other crap in there, but apparently not. Not allowed. Still pumping dirt in there. Hopper's done. There we go. Alright, let's see what this bad boy's doing. Now the water gets to go back up. They look just as dirty as they normally do. So it's tough to say. I have no idea. This might work out to being spectacular, or this might be horrible. I don't know. Might not necessarily be doubled what we normally get either. So the pail seems to be going up pretty quick. Quick. There's 100. There it goes again. That made it 100% twice in one cleaning. Okay, clean mats, here we go. Alright, these go down. This goes on. Well, part of the wash plate's cleaned out. Well, there's one full one. There's another full one. Nice clean mats. There we go. I'll put some of these gratings back on. Oh, we got one full 100% pail out of that one too. There's going to be a lot of magnetite in this. Not just because of the amount of gold we actually ran, or dirt we ran, I should say. I feel there's actually a bit more to it. I'll finish off this segment before we wash. Alright, next step. Alright, nowhere near as much magnetite. The gold pail is full. I do believe the gold pail is filling up way quicker. Alright, one full magnetite pail. Going full over. Been a while since I've seen the wash table that full. It's definitely going to be a big cleanup. Over 62% of the wash table is full. Well, shall we see? Well, there's 1,000. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we got 9,000 ounces on that one. So that wasn't bad. So yeah, all of a sudden we blew past everyone, went to 79th. So yeah, we're way past Tony. Ninja's in here. Yep, there we are, 79 with 25,000. I cleaned up the rest of this guy. If we got another, say, probably not going to get that much more, probably about 6,000 more. So that gets us up to about 31, 32, so we're up around here. Old man game's at 34. Alright, well, we can where's the other one? There's the other one. Still go to town, we can still sell this stuff. I might as well just let this thing run and fill up. Not harming anything. So let's go down here. We know we need 10 million for the waterfall. I can't remember how much I've got in the back of the truck as it is, but fair bit for that skid. As long as gold has come up a bit. That's kind of the main thing, is how much the gold has come up in price. Well, we can sell another 10. So that'll be good. That'll get me by for a little bit. Can't remember what it's at, like 200. Well, 72,000. That's not bad. There. Yeah, that costs over 130,000. Is what it is, though. Alright, my box of gold is ready. Those are 2 boxes of gold. Well, let's head to town and see what we can get for this. Quite honest, I can't remember what the first box of gold was. Poor truckers seem to be weighing down a bit. Doesn't seem to rock and roll as much either. Alright. 11.95. That should come up quite a bit. Oh. Well, there we go. We have more than enough. We have 5.3 million on that one. And we get 10.5 million on this one. So if I sell all, we're at 17.5 million. So yeah, we can clear off the rest of these squares at some point, which is probably what I'll do, and then I'll maybe come down here because I only have to clean off the first top piece for this, and the average boat looks about 600 ish, maybe 650 as an average through here. So 6, even if we just went 6 times 9, we got a few ounces there. In parcel 5, this is a huge plot, but if we did that, then we could really get some gold. But that is going to be it for me tonight. Hope you guys have enjoyed. And of course, if you guys are new here or been around for a while, just not subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to support the channel. And of course, on the YouTube side, it's below the video in the house scroll in the bottom right corner. Some say he's not very good with math, so he thinks that he just made like 200 million instead of like 10 million. He doesn't understand decimals. So if you do see him, smack him upside the head, push that button.
A warrior has joined.
Thanks for that. I appreciate that. And of course, flip over the kick side, hit the follow and subscribe over there as well. It's the best way to support the channels. Lots of goodies in the descriptions below, especially on the YouTube side. Make sure to check that out, and we'll see everyone in the next stream. Take care, and thanks for watching.